All right. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming out tonight. I have like a few stories in my head, but I'm only going to tell one of them. And when I was in junior high, I don't know if they still do junior high school. I think it's seventh, eighth, and ninth grade or something like that. I don't know. Went to a school called Shore, which was actually about one block from the first ever drive-through window, which I don't know if they're still in business because I don't eat that kind of food, but it was a Wendy's. And they had installed a sliding like window like you'd have in your apartment and then had people drive through. It was the first one ever in my hometown. But in the school I went to, and I don't know who decided it, but at one point someone had decided that there was going to be a fight between the jocks and the heads. So I think the heads were short for pothead. And I feel like probably it's likely that the heads didn't start the fight because they were probably outnumbered like 3-1. But anyways, there was going to be this great big gang fight at the end of the week in the parking lot. And I had this really curious moment this week. During the week, people from each side of this fight prepping up for it, like gathering their numbers. Both people from both supposed sides came up to me and asked if I would be, participating as one of them. And I remember this was like, I felt kind of very solitary in that moment. Like I guess I thought, because I was young, I guess I thought they think I'm both on their side and I'm not on anyone's side. But it was weird. I once saw a post on Facebook that said the artist can go in all the different communities and be undetected as an outsider. And that kind of made me, it connected me to that moment. Anyways, like I said, there was about 3-1 jocks to heads. And I remember like seeing from a distance, because they all like gathered outside and the whole school was there. And I remember, well, the thing about the heads, they had so much better fashion than the jocks did at that time, because they had the cool bell-bottom Levi's and they wore the green army shirts like open, but I remember they came walking out and they saw how outnumbered they were, and they all turned and walked back in the building. I was glad that nobody fought, and I was also still for a long part of my life very intrigued about how I seemed to fit in both of their ideas about the world, or what have you. I guess it was a privilege. I guess it is a privilege. And anyways, thank you so much for coming. And let's start really slow. Besides just listening to me yammer on and on, we're just gonna, wherever you are, we're standing, sitting, laying down, let's just take a few really deep breaths and start to feel where the body is today. So breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the nose. Yvette's here to help us. Hello. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Really getting a scan, like what's going on. I feel this finger is a little bit sore, so just breathe into that part and just get a vibe for where your body is, because we want to, although the yoga is going to help us with the body, mind, and cooling everything down and mellowing us out. Before we start the process, keep breathing in and out through the nose. We want to be aware if the body is acting bizarre in any of our parts, like is something a little more tense. So just keep breathing and keep scanning the body, because if it is, we don't want to just plow in and try to force it into submission. We want to breathe into it and let it open and let it become a part of the practice. So with our mind on this side, we're analyzing the body and seeing what's going on. And with our mind on this side, we're kind of feeling if the muscles are holding any of the emotions. And then let's stand and let's just hop a little bit in place. So you can do one side to the other, or you can just do straight up and down. And let's just, and even here, we're going to keep feeling the body. And I know you can't see our heads, but that will be rectified very soon. If I'm so far away, it gets a little impersonal. So I'm going to go back here and see if you can see. There it is. There's my head. That's funny, I said head because it was the jocks in the heads. The potheads. All right. Okay, let's step one foot over the other, and we're just going to hang down. Great time to feel what's going in the lower back is one side. One side probably will feel a little more tension because of the step foot. If you want to open the shoulders, swing little circles in the arms. Let the fingers be really loose. All right, step the other foot over the other side and then really go inside and feel it again. Even we're breathing here all the time, drawing the breath in, pushing the breath out. You can pendulum the arms a little bit if you like. That's funny, for me, both of them were on the right side of my lower back. But really get in and get in touch with that, like what's going on in your body? Where are things being held tight? How can we loosen them? Just be nice, be super nice to yourself. Let's bring the feet together, big toes touching, ankles a little bit apart. I like to put my fingers down there. That's about how close, but it could be a little less or a little more. With the hands on the shins, we're going to look up. So we're going to pull the spine right through your eyeballs, and then we're going to forward fold. Then we're going to look up on the in-breath, pulling your spine right out your nose, and then we forward fold. And then we look up, pulling your spine through your tongue, and then we forward fold. Let's come all the way up, reaching out and up. We're going to bring the hands down through the heart center. We're going to push into the earth. We're going to circle all the way back up. Breathing out, forward folding again, fingers low. We look up. We forward fold. All the way back up, reaching out and up. Again, down through the heart center. We're going to push into the earth. We're going to circle back up on the in-breath. Breathing out, forward fold, fingers low. We look up and we forward fold. All the way back up, reaching out and up. Down again through the heart center. We push into the earth, we circle all the way back up. Breathing out, forward fold, again, fingers low. We look up, forward fold, all the way back up, reaching out and up. Down again through the heart. Back up on the in-breath. And from here, let's forward fold again, fingers low. We look up, and we're going to step back to the top of a push-up, and we're going to have Yvette do that. And at the top of push-up, you want the shoulders over wrist, middle finger straight forward, so your wrist is squaring to the top of the mat. Nice straight line, right, all the way down. So you can hold the core tight and the legs tight. We're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, go ahead, lower down, maybe hover, maybe hit the ground, then roll forward for up dog. Nice. And then down dog. Feet are 2 fists apart in the back. You can bend the right leg and push the opposite heel towards down. Stepping a little bit back and forth in place. And still breathing in and out through the nose, deliberate and long, and also being aware of the body. Where are we feeling it? What's the feeling saying to us? Breathing into that feeling. Good. When you're ready, walk or jump to the top of the mat with the fingers low. We're going to look up again with that flat back. We're going to forward fold. Let's come all the way back up. I'm going out of frame, all the way up, down again through the heart center. We push into the earth. We circle back up on the in-breath. Breathing out, forward folding again, fingers low. We're going to look up. We're going to step back to the top of push-up again. Belly and legs tight. We're going to lower down and drop down. Up dog, legs tight, and down dog, pulling up and back. Excellent. So you could begin to stay still, just breathing, or take a breath in, come up on the toes as high as you can. As you breathe out, push the heels in the direction of down. A couple more of those, up on the toes on the in-breath, down with the heels on the out-breath, if you like. Looking at the knees of the navel, looking at the movement, feeling the movement and feeling the body and the breath. Good, let's step or jump again, top of the mat, feet back together, fingers low. We're going to look up. We're going to forward fold. Come on all the way up again. Swing those arms up. We're doing one more for the 3 today. Down through the heart center. We push into the earth. We circle back up on the in-breath. Breathing out, forward fold. Again, fingers low. We're going to look up. We're going to step back, top of push-up. Lower down, drop down. Up dog, legs tight. And down dog, pulling up and back. Nice. Remember, you can rest anytime you want. That's the beautiful thing about us being able to do this with the technology dealie here, you know, the machine that puts it in all of our houses. You can have the lights off, you didn't have to do your makeup, you didn't have to get your nails done, you can take a break, you can have some loud music playing, whatever. You can take your space. Nobody's watching, it's totally awesome. All right, step hop, top of the mat, toes together. We look up, we forward fold. Come on up, on the way up, intertwine your fingers and turn your palms all the way up to the ceiling. Good. From here, we're gonna lean over to the right. It might be better if you take your feet apart. I'm sorry I didn't say that earlier. You could take the feet apart so you don't fall over. And then over to the other side, called the left. Oh my right side, oh my gosh. Good. Let's come back to center. Let's push everything out, everything. Let the shoulders drop down, hold the core. Think of it, everything pushing out. Out and out and out. Try not to move the hips, move mostly in the hip, from the hips up, shoulders a lot. We're gonna turn and look to the right. And we're going to turn and look to the left. Excellent. Back to center, arms down. So everyone calls it the chair, but it's Utkatasana, which translates to the fierce pose. We sit in chair. Good. We come all the way up and over, folding down, fingers low again. We're going to keep them down, and we're going to look up. We're stepping back, top of push-up. Belly and legs tight. We'll lower down, up dog, and down dog. Let's please do warrior 1 on the right. Right foot is stepping top of the mat, left foot turns out. You want to be like heel to heel aligned if you can. Good, and once we're up, we're going to reach the left arm straight forward from the back though. Don't pull the arm out of the joint. So we kind of want to turn the chest so the chest is facing straight forward, and then we touch the ceiling again, and very nice. Hands right on, back down, top of the mat. We're stepping back. We're going to lower down and drop down, up dog, legs tight, and down dog, pulling up and back. We're going to do left side. That's the other one, right? Excellent.
Right.
Never say right when you say it's the left side. Good. And we're going to reach the right arm forward, which is also the correct arm to reach forward. These are the things you learn as a yoga teacher. Chest facing straight, front of space, breathing in the nose, feeling your body. Excellent. Touch the ceiling again. And please, hands back down. Step back, top of push-up. We'll lower down and drop down. Up dog and down dog. And very nice. We're going to stay here breathing. I want to tell you, we're all together here today. We have people here from New Orleans or New Orleans. I don't know which way you're supposed to say it. We have people from South America all the way down coming. We're all together, all of us right now together. All right, step hop, top of the mat, toes together. We're going to look up. We're going to forward fold. Feet and knees together, sitting in chair. And stand, arms all the way down. Excellent. Hey, let's do some more. Sit in chair. Utkatasana, as they call it. Up, over, forward folding, fingers low. We look up. We step back. Again, top of push-up. Lower down and drop down. Up dog. And down dog. We're going to do warrior one again. Right side. Right foot step in. Left foot turns out. We're going to bring the hands in prayer up above the head. So you see the arms kind of come against your ears. You want to let the head fall back so you can look up, and that gives that little bit of space. We are not bringing the shoulders too much up, but just looking up, hands in prayer. Good. Hands back down. We step back, top of push-up. Lower down, drop down, up dog and down dog. We're doing the left side. Left foot steps back up. Hands up above the head, looking up. Surya Namaskara B, a salute to the sun. Excellent. Hands back down, stepping back again, top of push-up. Lower down, up dog, and down dog. And very nice. We're going to stay here, breathing, drawing the breath in. Pushing it all out, everything gone. And again, breath in. And pushing it all out, everything gone. And again, we step or jump, top of the mat, toes together. We're going to look up, forward fold, feet and knees together, sitting in chair. And stand, arms all the way down. Excellent. Let's do another one of those. Sit in chair. Yeah, all the way up, over, forward fold, fingers low. We look up. We step back, top of push-up. We lower down and drop down, up dog, and down dog. Warrior one again on the right, right foot steps, back up. Hands again together in prayer. Let the head fall back. Maybe arch back a little bit. Very nice. Hands back down, step back, top of push-up. We lower down, up dog, and down dog. We do the other side. LEFT. Right, correct. Whoops. Hands in prayer, looking up, arching it back. All right, nice. Hands back down, step back, top push-up. Lower down, drop down, up dog, and down dog. And great. We're going to stay here. We got one more. We got the big one. We're tonight on Monday, because who knows what day it is most of the time. We're going to do the Wednesday routine just because we can, right? And then we'll maybe do the Monday routine on Wednesday. We'll see how it goes. What?
I thought that's what was going on.
That's what's going on. Step on top of the mat, toes together. We look up. We forward fold. We sit in chair, because if people called it the fierce pose, they'd be less inclined to do it. Chair sounds more inviting. And let's stand again. Okay, last one in this section. Sit in chair. Come all the way up, over, forward folding again, fingers low. We're going to look up. We step back, top of push-up again. Lower down, up dog, and down dog. Hey, warrior one on the right. We know that's where we're going, same place. One's up and we're stable in our heel-to-heel alignment. We're going to reach the arms straight out in front of us. Like we're, and let the shoulders come down. Core tight. Let everything drop into your hands. Good. Turn the palms to face. Keep your warrior base as a protective measure, and then open up the heart wide as possible, knowing that you are a warrior in the base and you are perfectly balanced and taking care of yourself and being open and being strong at the same time. Good. Turn the thumbs down. Bring the hands behind your tail. Intertwine the fingers back there. You push the palms together. And we're going to come down and hover the right shoulder over the right knee. Those arms can come up off the back a little, a lot, much as you want, much as you care to. Let your leg catch on fire a little bit. Breathe. Get the fire extinguisher. All right, left hand down, right arm up, just for a moment. Excellent. Hands back down, step back, top of push-up, lower down, drop down, up dog, and down dog. Let's do the left side. Left foot stepping, warrior one. Here we are again. Good. Arms out in front. Everything is coming, everything is going. All breathing. Shoulders down, core. Let's turn the palms to face. Open up. So I like when this dealie cracks a little bit. Sometimes. Still breathing all the time. Turn the thumbs down, bring the hands behind the tail, intertwine the fingers. We're going to come down, hover. You can lift those arms up off the back, much or little as you want. Stay here a little bit. So when we twist in a moment, you're welcome to keep the foot flat. You're welcome to come to the ball of the foot. It is an early twist, and it's up to you. So go ahead and put the right hand down. You can adjust the back foot if you like. You don't have to because now it's over. Hands back down, step back, top of push-up. Lower down, drop down, up dog, and down dog, and nice. We'll talk about that foot posture later too. Mostly we're flat and heel to heel. We're breathing. We're taking time outs when we need. We're being cool all the time. Just a moment. All righty. Step hop, top of the mat, toes together. We're going to look up, forward fold, feet and knees together, sitting in chair. Okay, hey, let's twist it. Right elbow outside of the left leg. Yes. Keep the knees together, big toes together, ankles apart. I'm not going to open my arms, but you could if you want. Turn the fingers up towards your face. I like to look at the ground, but you could look up to where the elbow is pointing on the left there. Good, let's hang down, take a break. Do another scan of the body. Feel how it feels. Get in there. Move around inside. And then let's sit in the chair again. And we'll take Mr. Left elbow outside Mr. Right leg. Make sure the tail points straight back. So you see, like if I went out like that, you'd notice it because I'm facing you straight on. So my tail should totally disappear. You could open up the arms. Straight spine, both directions. Good, let's forward fold again. Take the feet apart, distance of, say, your hips, shoulders. You can grab elbows, you can grab prayer. We're gonna hang down. You could, if you wanna bounce a little bit, push the breath out of the nose as the body drops down. Otherwise, just hang, which is good too. We're gonna use gravity. Gravity is a reusable source of energy. Ask the aliens. All the way back up. We're going to reach up and we're going to use the peace fingers and we're going to come down and we're going to grab the big toes, but they're down on the ground here. Underneath, thumbs touching on the inside. So if you open them up, your palms will be looking at each other. It's okay if the legs are bent. Bring the top of the head down. Pull the elbows away from the ears. We're going to breathe here. Good, back up, let's touch the ceiling again. Get really tall, way up there, way, way, way up there. And then back down. Each hand under each foot from the front so that your toes are possibly touching the crease in the wrist. And again, remember, you can bend your legs, right? So be cool. We're gonna take care of ourselves. We're gonna breathe. We're gonna recognize what's going on in the body. All right, let's stand, arms right down at the sides, tight core, feet back together, big toes touching, ankles a little bit apart. And let's do some more of that moving around stuff. Sit in chair, please, Utkatasana. Good. Come all the way up over forward folding, fingers low. We're going to look up. We step back, top of push up, lower down, up dog, and down dog. Let's do warrior 2 on the right. Right foot steps. Good. So heel to heel alignment. Both feet flat in warrior 2. If you ran a line, if you stood on a line, it would be heel to heel. That back foot is like 90-45, somewhere in between there. Core tight, shoulders light, breathing, staring at the fingers right in front of you. It's focused, the eyes are open. Remember my teacher in India yelling at me, open eyes! I didn't know that. All right, straight the leg in the front. Let's reach out for Trikonasana. The triangle, right hand down, left arm up. So 3 triangles in triangle. Your legs make a triangle. From the feet to the reaching hand, make a triangle. And there's an upside down triangle right here in the front. The 3 points, triangle, and there are 3 triangles. Well, that's enough of that. Good. Both hands on the shin. I would shorten the stance a few inches. You can keep the right hand on the shin. If it gets to the ground, that's fine, but keep the legs straight. We reach the left arm up. You could also do, just do pyramid, like so. You take the back of the hand outside of the leg, pushing the big toe into the mat in the front, pushing this hand against the leg, getting that rotation of the shoulder. This is a difficult pose. Take your time. Excellent. Hands back down, step back, top push up. We're going to lower down and drop down. Up dog, legs tight. Down dog, pulling up and back. Let's do the left warrior 2. Left foot is stepping. Heel to heel. Back foot 45-90. Depends about the knee over the ankle. That's pretty difficult, but if you can get there, get there. Tight core, shoulders down, staring at the fingers in front of you. Always we're breathing, all the time. Straight the leg in the front. Reach out beyond the foot so we get the movement of the hip in the back. And then triangle again. Trikonasana. We're going to breathe. I like to sometimes look down at the foot and the shin so you know that you're like between the panes of glass. You want to be really small. If you look down, you see more mat. You want to come with the nose pointing to the shin. And then if you're okay, look up to the thumb on the reaching hand. Excellent. Both hands on the shin. You're going to shorten the stance a little bit. And then same deal. You keep the hands on the shin, not even twisting. If you're not okay with the twisting, which is totally fine, or get the twist happening, hand on the shin, using the leverage, the back of the hand, pushing against the leg, foot gripping the mat. If the hand gets down, don't worry about getting it down. Mine almost never gets down. Almost never, maybe a couple times. I don't know what was going on. Excellent. Hands back down, step back, top of push up again. We lower down, drop down, up dog, and down dog, and fabulous. Breathing here. Remembering you can rest. We're halfway through the standing series. Just feel the breath and feel the body. Keep fueling the muscles with all the oxygen, the life force, the prana, oxygen. All right, step hop, top of the mat, toes together, fingers low. We're gonna look up. We're gonna forward fold. Utkatasana, feet and knees together. And standing, arms all the way down. Let's do the second half of the standing series. Sit in chair. Come all the way up over again, forward folding. Fingers low. We're gonna look up. We're gonna step back to the top of push-up again. We lower down, up dog, and down dog. Warrior 2 again on the right. Right foot steps. Good. Let's hold it for a moment. Breathing. Let's take the center of the right forearm and place it on the knee. You can make a fist or splay the fingers, left arm up and over. You want to be able to see the ceiling along your arm, because if your arm's coming down, we want to pull it back, stacking everything flat. Those of you that want to are welcome to put the right hand on the ground. You don't have to. If you do that, you change the looking and you look slightly forward. We're going to breathe here a little bit. Good. Back to warrior 2. So we're going to twist. So we're going to take the arm in the back, the left one, and swing it through, bringing the elbow outside the leg. So the tradition of Ashtanga is to keep the back foot flat. It's really hard, though. You could come to the ball of the foot like in a crescent, which they do in the crescent lunge and the crescent pose. Both are fine. We're going to stay here and breathe. Just a little more. Excellent. Hands back down, stepping back again, top of push-up. We'll lower down and drop down, up dog and down dog. And we're going to do a left side warrior two. Left foot is stepping. Give it a moment. Let it settle. Feel the body. Run through. Feel everything. Center of the arm on the leg. Right arm up and over. Good. And as I said before, you want to look up along the armpit and see the ceiling. If you can't, this means your shoulder's dropping. You want it stacked so that your belly and chest are facing straight out and away. Those of you that want to put the hand down, if you haven't already, the left one, you're welcome to. We're going to breathe here. We're taking our time all the time. Good. Back to warrior two. So the right arm's going to swing through. Your choice what you do with the foot. If you want to come to the ball of the foot, you're welcome to. Hands in prayer, pull in. You turn the fingers up towards the face. Good. We're going to breathe here. Twisting, squeezing the internal organs. Excellent. Hands back down, stepping back again. We'll lower down, up dog and down dog. So let's step the right foot up to the top of the mat, and we're going to do horse. So you want the toes splayed out, but tonight, let's put the hands on the knees to start, and we'll get to the rest in a moment. All right, just as the sound of Hollywood, we're going to turn the right shoulder forward on an out breath. And on the other side, out breath. Back and forth. Good, let's come back up. We're going to hold the ceiling. So we're opening up through the legs with the toes slightly splayed. We're holding the sky. This is the sun goddess or the sun god pose. We're going to stay here. Shoulders are mostly over the hips. You could try to engage the core. It's a little bit hard here to engage the core. Great. Stand. Turn the feet so the toes are running straight forward like railroad tracks. We're going to reach straight up and then straight down. Your hands will automatically drop right under your shoulders. That's where they go on the line that your big toes are on. And then you could try to put the palms down, reach the top of your head towards down. Breathing here all the time. Let's come back up. We're going to reach out for a moment and then again, hands behind the back, intertwining fingers. If your upper back bothers you, push the palms together. No matter if it makes it tougher, do it light, but push the palms together. If you're okay, that can be apart. Let's forward fold. Don't lean into the toes. When you come down, you could even lift the toes for a second and put them down as light as possible. The arms come up and off the back, as much or as little as they will for you. We breathe. We feel the tension which we are creating. We feel our reaction to the tension. We breathe into the tension and we try to let it loosen up. All right, Trixie, I see that. All the way back up. Let's touch the ceiling, and we're going to come down and grab either the shins, the ankles, or the big toes with those peace fingers again. So we get that grip. I'll show you in the up close, right? But the legs got to be straight. Otherwise, don't worry about it. Just grab your shins. Pull the elbows away from your ears, right? Correct. We're going to breathe. Let's do hands down low. We're going to go over to the right side for a moment. We'll rotate the left shoulder down, under and through. Bring the nose towards the knee, top of the head towards the foot. Directions, not destinations, as they say. I think there was a time when I thought I invented that, but I must have been insane. Over to the other side, please. Good. Back up. Let's shorten the stance. For the pyramid, it's about 3.5 feet. Yeah, let's do it to the back. So turn the left toes away, right toes into 45, still heel to heel, but a shorter stance. We'll reach the arms out and we'll grab behind the back, maybe elbows or reverse prayer. We're going to look up and then we're going to fold down, bringing the nose towards the knee, trying to square the shoulders to the earth. So your back would initially be flat until you get more depth in the hamstrings, which that can take a while. Don't even worry about it. That's not why we're here. We're here to breathe. We're here to open up the body more than it was before we started. That's it. Hang out too. Have a nice time. Those of you that want, stay right here. Those of you that prefer, we'll probably go through it kind of quick. We'll do warrior 3 if you like. Hopping on to that left foot like so. Those of you in Warrior 3 are welcome to do Ardha Chandrasana by putting the left hand down and the right arm up. This would be kind of quick if you want to switch the hands. That is hard, Pavrita Ardha Chandrasana. If the foot is up, please put it down, and we are going to pivot. Left toes in, right toes out, arms out, again behind the back. And again, we fold down towards the shin. And we're going to breathe here. Those of you that like, can do Warrior 3 it. It's very psychological with the hands behind the back. It's very bizarre. You don't want to smash your face. It's a good instinct. Right hand down, left arm up. And if you want to twist, good. Let's stand. Let's shake it out. Okay. Tree. Standing on the left foot. So we're going to lift the right, and you can grab it. Put it up there. You can hold it up there the whole time. It takes a little bit to make that lock happen. You can also put it out in the front, like so, hands to heart, or all the way up. We're trying, if we can, we got a little resistance here, to get flat from the front and the back, so this knee is not coming forward. It is trying to point out to the right. And for that, let's stay still. Good. Let it go. Step it out. And let's do the other side. Standing on the right. Grab the left. You can hold it the whole time. One hand up if you like even. You put it out in the front like I did on the other. You can reach the arms up like a big funnel. Good, let it down, step it out. Let's go back to standing on the left foot. We're doing right on right tonight. Right knee comes up, right hand grabs the knee, left hand can go on the hip. You could extend the leg grabbing the big toe, but the leg goes straight out forward. Stand up tall, don't lean forward to get that leg. Let's open that leg out to the right as we look to the left. You can keep the hand on the hip, or you can reach the arm out for balance assistance. Good, back to center, leg out on its own. Show me the foot. All right, let it down, step it out. Let's stand on the right side. We're gonna lift the left up. Left on left, standing tall. If you want to extend it out, you can. But stay standing tall, even if the extended leg ends up being bent. To grab the big toe, it's better to stand up tall and the leg will open up over time. Okay, let's open up to the side as we look in the opposite direction. Back to center, leg out on its own. You could have hands on the hips, you could have the arms out for the balance. Good. Let it go, step it out. Let's squat. Feet about the distance of, say, hips. Oh, cracky ankles. Squat's awesome. The squat is a lower back opener. The squat is a digestive opener. It's in the hips. Great, great to do. You could do crow. You could do headstand if you wanted. I'm going to stay myself tonight in the squat here. All right, good. Let's put the hands down at the top of the mat and step back to the top of push-up. From here, we're going to lower down, up dog, down dog. And we're going to point the right foot up over the back wall and hold it there. You're welcome to bend that leg, opening up the hip, but keep the armpit on the same side down. And then throw your shin to the top of the mat. Scooch the left leg further back. You could stay with the hands right here. This foot could come further forward. That would make it more intense, so be careful with that. You could put the forearms down. You could put your head down on your hands. You can lengthen all the way out. We're going to stay here and breathe. Breathe where the tension is. See that part of your body expanding, contracting. Just a little more. Very nice. Hands back down. You step back, top of push-up. You could shake that leg that was bent out. Remember, you could also thread the needle as an alternative to this. We lower down, up dog, and down dog. Let's point the left foot up the back wall. And you can bend that leg. And throw that shin top. Right leg scoots back a little bit. Hands down, forearms down. Same deal. Hanging out, breathing. Becoming aware of the breath. Becoming aware of the body. That's it. Simplify. All right. Only one more push-up, my goodness. Step back, shake the leg out. Top of push-up, tight core, tight legs, lower down, up dog, and down dog. And let's sit down. Once sitting down, go ahead and straddle the legs out. So maybe your heels will go off the mat, if you're even using the mat. I'm going to breathe in and reach up. I'm going to breathe out and fold to the right. Then all the way back up and to the left. If this is extremely difficult for you, which it was for me for a really, really long time, it's still not easy, just put the hands on the shins and kind of lean into that back and forth. Put the out breath on the movement down, and the in breath happens in the middle. And then over time, it'll open up. Not that there ain't nowhere to go and nowhere to get. Very nice. Touch the ceiling way up and arms down. Let's bring these soles of the feet together with the, we'll take the left hand and grab the small toes so your pinky will be on the ground or on the mat touching. It's down like that. And then the other hand comes on top of that. Sit up tall. So the shoulders pull back. There should be tension a little running through the arm and the shoulders as you pull the shoulders back up and down. As these arms run straight line down to the feet, which are not lifting. These are our tension spots. And you can butterfly, like I said. Good, and then when you feel like it, we're gonna take our time and we're gonna fall down and push your elbows against the legs. We'll try to fold them out further. Now you can then fold your face towards your feet or lengthen out your heart towards the feet, which moves it right into here a bit in some of the lower back. So find your breath. Just hang here in the Cobbler Pose, Trikonasana. Good. Back up. Let's put both legs out in front of us. We can shake them around a little bit. Turn the fingers so that I'm going to go sideways so you can see it, even though part of it will be out of frame. You want the fingers running towards your heels, and then we are going to walk them back so that they're underneath the shoulders as we lean back a little bit, and we're going to do reverse plank. Don't let the head drop off. Just look at the ceiling. Good, and then back down. Let's take the right leg, hug it in. Foot flat, knee pointing up. Opposite arm. The left arm comes over and grabs the right leg. The right hand is right behind you. Fingers pointing out and away. Pull the shoulder back, twisting through the torso, but let the head go for the ride light. So you look back, but we're not fighting in the neck. In the torso, we are twisting. You could also bring the elbow outside of the leg. That gives a little bit of more force. And you look at the wall, not the floor, or whatever's over there at the eyesight vision. Eyeline vision, something like that. Good, let's switch it up. Right leg out, left foot in. Right arm comes all the way over and grabs the left leg. Hand behind you again, sitting up tall again, twisting in the torso, looking with the head lightly. The head just goes for the ride as we look back to the wall or whatever, the yellow guitar. Good. Back around. Find, you can double up the mat if you want, so you have a soft surface, because we're going to do a little bit of core work. We're bringing the arms underneath the legs. We're going to roll back under the tail, maybe stay here. Maybe straight the legs like Yvette has done. Hands in prayer to the third eye of the toes, or maybe even with the legs bent, the arms just out. You still feel that in the core. Holding the legs for me, I don't feel in the core, but it's a good balancing pose. When you let go is when the work starts. So 1 out of 5, cross the legs, grab the shins, sit up really tall. Good, and then up again, 2 of 5. Cross the legs, sit up tall. And 3 of 5. Cross the legs, sit up tall. Number 4. Glad my feet are clean. Hug it in, sit up tall. And number 5. Excellent. Grab the shins, hug the knees in. You want the shins now next to each other, not crossed legs. And we're going to lay back. When you lay back, grab the shins, pull them down, bring the nose up towards your knees so the lower back lifts just a little bit. It's a good another lower back stretch, Dealy. And then let's do bridge. Starting with bridge, easy. Most of us will keep it easy. Feet down flat, feet and knees 2 fists apart. Longest finger almost touches the heel. Intertwine the fingers, push the arms against the mat. You're welcome to do supported with your thumbs under the lower back. If you want to do Urdhva Dhanurasana, that's up to you. Just stay otherwise with the shoulders down. Take your time. Don't feel any pressure. Just breathe and push the core up to your ceiling a little bit. Good. Come on down. Excellent. Party time. We're going upside down. We are going to start with Halasana, the plow. Do you want to do that today?
Yeah.
So you want to try to keep the legs straight as you kick up and over, up onto the shoulders. So I was recently looking at an Iyengar book, and a lot of times my feet don't touch the ground, so I just kind of stay there. It's fine, and they're like kind of hovering. But he had people like doing it, like if you put your feet on the couch here, and then they would rest on the couch. So it's an option, but I wouldn't worry about the feet getting down. Just keep the legs straight. And then let's put the hands on the lower back like Yvette's already done. So the fingers are pointing towards the spine, the thumbs kind of pointing towards the front, and we're going to lift the feet straight up into shoulder stand. You want to try to have the elbows be the distance to the shoulder. It'll help you distribute the weight better. We want weight, elbows, weight, shoulders, back of the head, light as possible. We're just going to stay here and let everything drop inside of us, down towards the gravity pull, down towards the ground. Just breathing here, hanging out. All right, bend the legs, bring the knees down towards the ears. We're going to reach back and grab the feet and lower ourselves into dead bug. In dead bug, the soles of the feet are facing the ceiling because we're holding either the outside or inside, or some people do the big toe dealy again. Knees are in the armpits. You could stay still, or you could rock around a little bit. Give it some time. Keep breathing. Keep feeling the body. Good. Bring the knees into the chest. Hug them in. Bring the arms out like a T, real long. We're going to take a breath in. As we breathe out, let the knees fall to the right as you look to the left. Now the hip comes up, and once you do that, you can put the right hand pushing the legs down as you attempt to keep your shoulders flat on the mat. We'll take a few breaths here. Good. Let's come all the way up and then over to the other side. And you could, if you want, to put the hands on the leg, pushing them down, trying to keep your shoulders flat. This is a nice, gentle twist. This comes actually from restorative yoga. Good, so let's come back up. So I know we did the Wednesday routine, but it is Monday. And we're going to end in 5 minutes of meditation. I like a rolled up mat to sit on like a cushion, like a Buddhist cushion. It makes sitting for meditation way easier to be raised up a little bit. So I just sit on that. And then you just turn the feet in, just so much nicer. And then intertwine the fingers, thumbs touching, or one hand on top of the other, thumbs touching, but both palms facing up. We'll put the hands in the lap and just let them drop down. So all the energy is connected, all the energy is turned in. The chin hangs slightly down towards the chest. And again, but now slightly different than the practice, we allow the breath to return to normal. So the body breathes itself. It's an amazing thing to be aware of. The body is doing the work on its own. We do not need to get involved. So the body breathes in, the body breathes out. Focus your attention like you're watching, but not with your eyes, like you're watching with your body. The body breathing. It's a trip. So you're watching yourself do something, but you are yourself. It's the bizarre duality. And just become aware of the breath, and we're going to stay here. I'm going to change the lighting. Let's bring the hands to the heart center, rub them together. I'm glad you decided all to hang around for the meditation part, man. That's important. It's good. We got time for it. 5 minutes ain't much. Make our lives better. Okay, I'm going to try to do this without blocking your back. Let's reach the arms all the way up like a big funnel. Everything in. Breathe in as much as you can through the nose. Oh, hang on a second. If you want to unmute yourself, we're going to do some yelling at the end. You don't have to. I'll yell loud enough for all of us. There we go. All right, Shanna. Yeah, Jess. All right. Breathe in some more. Breathe in some more. We're going to hold. All right, correction. Hold a little more. Tight legs, tight core. And then be heard. Ah. Woo. All right. You're living your dream. Don't miss it. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thanks guys for coming out tonight. I forgot someone had, let me actually, it's danieloverberger.com for those of you, you can find my PayPal and my Venmo links there. And I'm going to put it in the chats because someone was talking to me the other day, said, you should make it easier for people to donate to you. I don't know how to make it easier, but I'm going to put the link to my website in the chat as soon as I hit stop on this record. But we're going to stay here for one